This is day 30. You've made it to the final day. But this isn't the end. This is the beginning of your new life. You've walked through 30 days of survival, stabilization, and the sacred beginning of healing. You are not done. You are not fixed. You are just getting started, stronger, wiser, and more anchored in God's mercy than you were before. Today is a day to pause and look back with deep compassion. You've survived something that nearly broke you. You kept going. You reached for truth. You let light in, even in small ways. You let Christ meet you in the rubble, and slowly something new has begun. Today, you know how far you've come. And today, you're invited to hope that what lies ahead will not simply be a return to the old, but a resurrection into something new. God is not finished with your story. Let's anchor ourselves with today's virtue, resurrection. The saint of the day is Saint Peter, a man who knew both failure and radical redemption. He denied Christ. He wept bitterly, but Christ called him back, not just to restore him, but to give him a mission. You too are being called into something new. The scripture for today is from 1 Peter 5:10. After you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. This verse doesn't deny the suffering. It acknowledges it, but it also promises restoration is coming. Let's walk through today's checklist, what not to do. Don't expect healing to be linear. Don't set impossible standards for what moving on should look like. Don't compare your timeline to anyone else's. And here's what to do. Reflect on what God has restored, even in part. Celebrate what has been reclaimed, your dignity, your voice, your hope. Make room for the next season of healing to unfold. You may still feel tender. You may still have hard days, but now you know how to walk through them with truth and grace. You've gained tools. You've gained insight. You've gained your voice. Now we invite you to pause and reflect more deeply. Today's journal prompt asks, who am I becoming through this? This is a sacred question. Use the quote from Romans 5:3-5 to guide you. Suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. You are becoming someone with character, with resilience, with compassion for others who are hurting, with discernment about who to trust, with clarity about what you deserve. Use the questions in your journal page to go deeper. What strengths have I discovered in myself? What lies have I stopped believing? What do I value more clearly now? Who do I want to become? Then take some time with the control and surrender chart. It's one of the most freeing tools we've used. What can I control? My responses, my healing habits, when I ask for help, my boundaries, my prayers. What do I entrust to God? My spouse's choices, the pace of healing, what others understand, their heart and healing. God's will and timing. Letting go of what you cannot control is not giving up. It's trusting God to carry what you were never meant to hold alone. You'll also see a page today titled, What Comes Next? That might feel overwhelming, but it's meant to give you options, not obligations. Maybe therapy is the next step, maybe spiritual direction, maybe a daily walk or routine that reminds you you're worth caring for. Use these questions to discern. Do I want to start or continue therapy? Is spiritual direction right for this season? What kind of support system do I need to sustain healing? Who are 1 to 2 people I can keep leaning on? What's a daily habit or anchor that might bring me peace? And finally, the last journal activity invites you to write a letter to yourself 6 months from now. This is powerful. You are not who you were 30 days ago, and you will not be who you are now 6 months from today. This letter gives you a chance to mark this moment, to speak kindness, courage, and hope into your own future. It's not just an exercise in imagination. It's a spiritual practice of trusting that resurrection is real, that healing will continue, that grace will find you again and again. If you feel overwhelmed by the idea of finishing, I want to reassure you, this is not a test you passed or failed. This was never about performance. This was about presence. You showed up, you listened, you cried, you asked questions, you let truth in, even when it was uncomfortable. You let God meet you where you were. No mask, no pretending. And now you are being invited to walk in freedom. Freedom doesn't mean it's all perfect. Freedom means you are no longer a prisoner to fear, to shame, or to silence. As we close this 30-day journey, I want you to hear one last truth. You are not alone. You are deeply loved. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are being gently, faithfully restored. And no matter how far you have to go, you never walk alone. Not for one moment. Jesus is with you, and so are we. Thank you for walking this journey. There will always be a place for you here. always. I'll see you again soon. Until then, rest in the truth. You are becoming new.